Good morning. Hello, this is Marissa with Marissa Moments, and I have a word for you today. I typed it out, but Spirit was just definitely moving through me this morning, and I have to share it with you. I have to get it out. So I am going to be reading. So a word, well, here's a true story, right? I went to make my twins breakfast this morning, and they wanted French toast sticks. So now I don't make any false claims and swear that I'm a chef or anything like that. That is not my calling. That's not one of my gifts or blessings, and I'm okay with that. So I popped some frozen ones into the microwave on two separate plates, right? Well, I just put them on the plates, and then I decide to myself, I'm gonna put them both plates in the microwave at the same time. They're kind of smaller plates, child-sized plates. So I figure, what? No harm, no foul, right? So I go to put them in, but to my dismay, I recognize that both of the plates, if they're in there, they're not going to turn, right? So they won't evenly cook. So to my chagrin, to my dismay, I recognize I need to take one out and cook them one at a time. So what does this mean? Why am I sharing this story with you? Now, here's the thing. If I were to leave them in there, I totally could. It would just take them twice as long to cook, and they might not even be prepared all the way through. Did you just pick that up? They're not going to be prepared all the way through. So I really hope that you are picking up what I'm putting down, because this message is in fact for you, right? You see, we've been in such a rush that we've tried to bundle ourselves with those that don't allow us to evolve, right? Now we're talking that revolution, right? We're not allowing ourselves to evolve. I hope you are hearing me, because we've been in such a rush that we forced ourselves into spaces that don't allow us to evolve into completion, right? Because I could put those French toast sticks in the microwave and they will cook, but maybe that center part won't be cooked all the way. You ever had something where you popped it in the microwave and then you go to check on it? Maybe you're even eating it, and then once you get to the center, you realize that it's frozen solid because it hasn't had the opportunity to evolve or revolve into completion. Are you picking up what I'm putting down? Now, we've been in such a rush that we forced ourselves into spaces that don't allow us to evolve into completion, ready for consumption by the masses. Now, don't get hung up on my words here, because, in this case, you've been craving consumption for others to hear, see, believe, buy into everything that you have to offer, right? That is that consumption that you crave. But they couldn't even see you because you've packed yourself in with those that wouldn't allow evolution. So instead of turning the corner that you were divinely meant to turn, you got stuck in the corner, right? Angry at all the wrong people, pointing the fingers of blame and shame when you were the one who put yourself there and decided to stay there, right? Because let's get back to the metaphor. Let's get back to the analogy. I could have put those plates in the microwave together. That would have been my personal decision. But then when it came down to it, I would have had to add more time. I would have had to rearrange. I would have had to do the work manually myself. Now, would it have come to fruition? Would it have come to the point where it was completely cooked through? Yes, but it would have taken much longer, right? So what now is the question, right? Now what? Get unstuck is the word that I'm receiving to share with you. Take a long, hard look at yourself and around yourself. Who are you cramming yourself into the corner for, right? And how about this one? Are you ready? Make sure that you aren't stuck by yourself because your ego has gotten so big that you're not allowing humility to mold you into a greater version of yourself. Did you pick that up? Because here's the thing. In this analogy, I'm talking about two plates. I'm talking about maybe two people or another person that is moving along with you. Maybe you have the wrong business partner. Maybe you are no longer in alignment with the friends or even family in certain situations that you are surrounded by. And then you constantly wonder, why can't I evolve? Why can't I grow? Why aren't things changing for me? And here's the thing, right? In order for things to change, you have to be capable of change. You have to get away from those places and spaces, or at least remove yourself enough so that way you can make that proper assessment, so that way you can evolve on your own, because oftentimes that's what it takes, right? Or maybe you're in the place with the wrong team. right? You are surrounding yourself with the wrong. And now this is what this message is about, right? This isn't a blanket statement, but if it's for you, it is for you, and you will know because it will resonate in your spirit, right? It will light a spark of something in your mind, and in your heart that says, you know what? This sounds familiar. This sounds like this is the message that I needed to hear today, right? Who are you trapping yourself with? How are you not allowing yourself to evolve? And again, this isn't necessarily always about someone else. This isn't always about pointing fingers or saying, you know what, you are stunting my growth. You are not allowing me to come to completion. Because when it comes down to it, that is a personal decision. Whoever we choose to surround ourselves with, however we choose to say, you know what, I'm perfect as I am. And there is nothing wrong with that. We all have free will. Listen, I'm not here to change your mind. I'm not here to put these messages on you and say, this is how you should be. This is how you have to be, right? No, this is my offering to you is a change of perspective, a change of perception. Now, if it resonates, that means it's for you. And then that lights the spark that will potentially emblazon an entire fire within, right? That says, now is the time to make my moves. Now is the time to take a look at myself. Now is the time to start taking those steps towards my own personal healing, my own personal ascension, my own personal divinity, and reclaim your powers in that right. So again, bottom line to this bottom line is, who are you cramming yourself with? Whether it be external or internal. This is a time to make reflection and to realize and understand what and or who is truly holding you back, right? Because that's when you can start making changes. But at the end of the day, if you're not ready, willing, or able to look in the mirror at your own personal reflection and understand that you are the one who makes these decisions, you are the one who keeps yourself in these places and spaces, then you are not going to evolve. And that's it.